Okay, to everybody out there, hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. Oh, trust me. This is the Pink Elephant in the Room conversation. And thank you again, Dusty. I always love hearing from you. Actually, it's actually later than it's usually supposed to be. And because this was supposed to be the Friday show, so I'm doing a two-part special for you guys. You're getting one early morning, and you're gonna get one later on at night today. So let's begin with just finishing off where we discussed, and I think this would be a perfect topic because of let me put it this way. Today, there are days for me personally where it is not simple or easy or anything. And perhaps I don't have everything prepared, but what I have to remember, and like I said on the short information that I gave, sometimes you really have to sit back and breathe. In creating your own world, sometimes you have to just relax and breathe. Like right now, there's a lot of things going on right now, and of course, my equipment's not with me right now, and everything else. I'm elsewhere, and I don't know if everybody can hear this and that, and I'm worrying. I'm like, oh my gosh! But I have to take a deep breath, just back off, and breathe. Nothing is always gonna be. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Nothing will be perfect, but you can create what you desire perfectly. Sometimes the best way to create something perfect is by becoming it by any means necessary. Even if it's not perfect, even if it's not always okay with you or anything, even if you're not having the best of days. If you are being who you are, you'll feel a lot better than feeling upset. You see, I had a day where I was working one time and I had to use my phone, and it mapped it out and it was on its last battery and it died, and I felt like I was stuck in the boonies. I was stuck in this big city. I didn't know where to go, and I was freaking out. And I was frustrated, and what I had to realize was I needed to breathe and just simply look for a place to charge my phone real quick and talk to whoever I needed to talk to, or map out whatever I needed to map out so I could keep going. Now I found something to charge my phone, but during this whole situation, what I had to realize was I seriously needed to relax. You see, the biggest thing about creating your own world, and on top of relaxing, is even as I speak about this right now, and so on and so forth, you have to understand, while you are teaching others, it doesn't matter what you do in life. If you are trying to teach someone to grow the relationship, teach someone to have more financial freedom, be more financially independent, teach someone how to get that car they desire, teach someone to pick up that girl, and maybe you're not going through it and people are laughing at you thinking, well, you're not doing it right now, so how can it be possible? You are growing each and every time, so it doesn't really matter what anyone else says if you are growing who you are. As you are deciding to become the teacher you desire, so shall you be the one who will learn along the way to grow your ideals, because it's not about learning and consuming information all the time to become that teacher, become that master. To become the master, you have to just sometimes realize you already are the master, but you just don't remember. It's up to you to create that knowingness inside of you. You are the master. No one else can tell you who you are, because the simple fact that everybody else, including you, is a master, is a god, is a goddess, is a creator. You are all of that. But many of us believe we are lowly, and we could never be that, and we could never do this and that. And this ideology of putting ourselves down is vitally something that makes it difficult for people to truly get to where they say they desire to go. And that was a big marking point for me. I would never be able to go out and go to the beaches or in nature like I enjoy if I didn't take the risk, or didn't dare, or didn't seize the moment. There are times in life where no matter what anyone says, you have to be willing to seize that moment. And I'm not perfect. I'm still learning how to seize that moment each and every day. But as you seize the moment in your own life, you are creating your world and seizing that moment. And on top of that, you have to be willing to go within yourself and understand, what do you enjoy? Who are you? Who are you being? What are you deciding to create? What are you deciding to become? When you decide those things for yourself, you see something bigger about who you truly are. And it takes time, but if you are willing to be consistent and work on it, little by little, no matter what happens, no matter the difficulty or anything, little by little, if you work on that, the more you will become what you desire. Little by little, if you wish to create some beautiful freedom, a life of which you enjoy, a world of which you enjoy, little by little, you will create that. If you wish to help people out there, just like myself and many people out there, because I'm not the only one, little by little, no matter who you are out there, people will realize that they too are the masters. They too are the gods and goddesses and creators. Little by little. And that's truly the magnificence of it all. You see, right now it's not perfect for me, but I perfectly enjoy having these conversations. You see, it is like writing it down in video format for the whole world to have discussions, to go further, because what most people don't even realize, see, my world is simply this: to create a world of peace and enjoyment for others, and to spread that is simple, because one being will say, stated this to me, and it stuck with me. You could put one video out into the world and it could change 500,000 people's lives in a year. And that is a very true statement. It's up to you to decide what to do with that. Because, you see, I give this truth to people, and it's a choice of whatever you configure or create from that. I can't change people's minds. I can't tell you what to do. And is everybody going to do what I'm saying? No, absolutely not. And I don't expect people to. I don't expect people to listen to me. I don't expect people to have the same opinion, because my thought is you should never have the same opinion as mine. I mean, if you do, you do. And there's nothing wrong with that either. However, what I say to people, ours is not a better way. Ours is simply another way. You are all creators. You are all like snowflakes. Not a single one of you is exact. So, no matter what you do, no matter what you create, no matter what anybody says out there about how you create or anything, you too are like a snowflake, and nobody can replace that of you. And yet, the bigger picture is we're all one. And that's the irreplaceable part, no matter what. In your individuality, you're just a being creating. But most of us don't realize we are all interconnected. If you realize those things about who you are, the interconnection and growing that between each other, you will eventually, on top of creating your own world, you'll find those people to connect with as well. And I see that a lot with people that I meet across. I met someone, for example, who I feel greatly about nature. Nature to me is important because of the simple fact that what most people don't understand in simple layman's terms is that oxygen is important for you to survive. If you don't, I find it funny because people don't care about what's going on, and some people believe that the ozone issue does not exist. You have to seriously look at it like this. If you are cutting down your trees, you are cutting down your oxygen. The trees will be fine, but this is pretty much you losing a percentage of the human species. It's like a car. The car has certain varieties that makes it work. You have the engine, you have the battery, and most importantly, you have the gas. Let's say the gas is your oxygen. Now, without the gas in the car, just like you, the oxygen in your body, the car won't run and it will die. And just like you, that will simply be the case. You will die. That is what is important. And we're going to be having a discussion soon with this person and their group about this. But I just met this person and interconnected with them. This is what I mean by creating your own world. You could even feel it sometimes if you listen to your feelings, listen to your instinct, and you see certain people. You might just see someone and end up talking to them randomly, and they may tell you something like, oh, well, I know this and this about this, and I could sure use some help, and maybe you know how to create that. And that could be a start of something. Remember, you create everything around you. You all are amazing. You all are beautiful. You all are divine. You all are the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within. Create everything you desire. Seize the moment of every opportunity. That story I told you was me seizing the moment. And even when I was busy, I still went because something told me, a feeling inside, an instinct, to seize that moment, and I did. Know that to know thyself is to know the Creator within. So to everybody out there, have a good morning, have a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. Namaste.